Hey there, history buffs. Today, I'm diving into one of the most complex and impactful events of the 20th century, the Vietnam War. Buckle up because we're about to unveil its deep-seated impact and lasting legacy. The Vietnam War, also known as the Second Indochina War, spanned from 1955 to 1975. It was a brutal conflict pitting North Vietnam and the Viet Cong against South Vietnam, backed primarily by the United States. For 2 decades, the war claimed millions of lives and changed the course of history. Let's start with the roots. The conflict emerged from the Cold War tension between communism and capitalism. North Vietnam, led by Ho Chi Minh, sought to unify the country under a communist regime. Meanwhile, the US feared the spread of communism throughout Southeast Asia. This fear was encapsulated in the infamous domino theory. The US involvement escalated after the Gulf of Tonkin incident in 1964. American forces increased dramatically, peaking at over 500,000 troops. Despite sophisticated weaponry and immense firepower, the dense jungles and guerrilla tactics of the Viet Cong proved to be formidable. The war wasn't just fought on the battlefield, it also waged a war of hearts and minds. Anti-war sentiment grew in the United States, with massive protests and a counterculture movement questioning the purpose and morality of the war. The My Lai massacre and the Pentagon Papers further fueled public outrage. The Tet Offensive of 1968 marked a significant turning point. Although it was a military failure for North Vietnam, it shattered the illusion that the US was winning the war. This offensive was a series of surprise attacks that changed public perception and led to a gradual withdrawal of American troops. In 1973, the Paris Peace Accords were signed, leading to the withdrawal of US forces. However, the fighting continued until 1975, when Saigon fell to North Vietnamese forces, marking the end of the war. The war's aftermath was devastating. Vietnam faced extensive destruction, economic hardship, and a massive refugee crisis. The US struggled with the psychological and social impacts, including PTSD among veterans and a loss of trust in the government. Moreover, the Vietnam War profoundly shaped US foreign policy. It ushered in an era of caution in military engagements, known as the Vietnam Syndrome. This cautious approach influenced American involvement in future conflicts. Reflecting on the Vietnam War allows us to understand the complexities of international politics, the human cost of conflict, and the enduring quest for peace. It's a stark reminder of the importance of diplomacy and the profound impact that war has on societies. So, history buffs, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the Vietnam War. Remember, understanding the past is crucial to shaping a better future. Thanks for watching. Guerrilla Goods.